Superman. Imagine this, in spite of me being brought up in the heart of Africa, I can't remember when I first encountered Superman. This character is so embedded in modern culture that, it's saying Superman just it doesn't even hark back to the Ubermensch idea of Nietzsche or to some highfalutin concepts of man trying to evolve beyond himself. No, it's just about this alien from Krypton with the red and blue suit and the big S on his chest. Superman was created in 1934 by Siegel and Schuster. Joe Schuster did the design, Siegel did the concept, and they wanted to sell it as a syndicated comic strip character. Some of the elements of Superman suggest that the inspiration came partly from Jewish heritage, and that Superman was designed partly on the idea of angels. They look like human beings in the Jewish scriptures, in the Hebrew scriptures. You've got creatures that look like human beings but have all these supernatural powers. I have the first maybe 20 or 30 episodes of Action Comics. That's the comic that had Superman in the beginning, introduced him. Came out in 1938 or 1939, something like this. And yeah, they are amazing to read because of how different thinking was then and how different Superman was. He could run real fast, up to 60 miles an hour, I think. Anyway, he could outrun a train. He could jump over buildings, but he really couldn't do half the feats that he could do at his height, at his zenith. Anyway, all that is talked about by a million people. My interest is when something embeds itself so deep in our culture, what's causing it to be so magnetic? What is it resonating with? What is it telling us that we like to hear so much that we keep on reviving and trying to listen to this character? And I think with Superman it's very basic. I think Superman is about the myth that if you do the right thing, power will come to your aid. It's a funny idea that just do the right thing, power will come to your aid. But is it a popular myth? Yeah, it's a very popular myth. You've heard of the secret. You've heard of the law of attraction. Well, what do the secret and the law of attraction teach us? Put good vibes out. I believe Superman appeals to the same parts of our psychological terrain that the secret and these other ideas appeal to. And that's the reason for the lasting endurance and the legacy of the man of steel, fighting for truth, justice, and I guess it used to be the American way. Maybe now it's truth, justice, and the global way, or the free way, or the human way. I'd like to see how they reinvent that to decolonize it, to de-imperialize it. But anyway, truth, justice, and the American way. It's what we're all fighting for. But no. Well, not everybody buys into the whole goodness and light and doing the right thing and then things working out. There's a whole lot of people who are more attracted to the opposite idea. And that's the idea that if you want good things to happen to you, you need to be bad. And I guess that's a subject for another video.